Part A. Directions. Each item in this part consists of a brief conversation involving two speakers. Following each conversation, a third voice will ask a question. You will hear the conversations and questions only once, and they will not be written out. When you have heard each conversation and question, read the four answer choices and select the one, A, B, C, or D, that best answers the question based on what is directly stated or on what can be inferred. Then fill in the space on your answer sheet that matches the letter of the answer that you have selected.
Number 1.
We have diet soda, but no regular cola.
I'll pass, thanks.
What is the woman probably going to do? Number 2.
How did your parents like the play they attended last week?
My mother thought the language was terrible, but my father liked it.
What does the woman say about her parents' reaction to the play? Number 3.
I need to have this prescription filled, please.
All right, but you'll have a 15-minute wait.
Where did this conversation most probably take place? Number 4.
I thought we were going to have a science test this afternoon.
It was postponed because the teacher had to attend a conference.
What does the man mean? Number 5.
Are you going to watch the movie on TV tonight?
No, I think I'll watch the soccer game and then the documentary on volcanoes.
What does the man say is the first program he is planning to watch? Number 6.
Where did Suzanne come from?
She was born in Switzerland and grew up in Sweden, but she's a citizen of England.
Which country does the woman say is Suzanne's present home? Number 7.
Karen is entering Stetson University this fall.
So she did apply.
What had the man assumed about Karen? Number 8.
Why are you wearing that cream all over your arms?
I ate wild berries at the picnic last week and I broke out in a rash.
What does the woman say happened to her? Number 9.
Have you been to that new supermarket that just opened?
Yes, the prices are quite reasonable. They have a great variety of meats and vegetables, but you have to bag your own groceries.
What does the woman say she dislikes about the store? Number 10.
I hope you'll be ready to return to work soon.
I'm not quite up to it yet.
What does the woman mean? Number 11.
I heard Marilyn's entered college.
Yes, she's taking courses in statistics, economics, and accounting.
What career does Marilyn probably plan to follow? Number 12.
Would you like Swiss cheese or American?
There's no better cheese than Swiss cheese.
What does the man say about Swiss cheese? Number 13.
Have they found out who took the answer sheets?
The humanities professor asked the dean to question several students.
What does the woman mean? Number 14.
I'm afraid I'll have to work late again tomorrow night.
Why don't you ask for some extra help?
What does the woman suggest the man do? Number 15.
If Henry hadn't had so much work to do, he would have come to the concert with us.
It's too bad he missed such a great show.
What did the speaker say about Henry? Number 16.
Did James return the books to the library?
No, he had them renewed.
What does the woman say about James? Number 17.
Did Frank have his house repaired?
The contractor said the repairs would be very expensive, but he decided to have the work done.
What does the woman say about the repairs to Frank's house? Number 18.
What did you do last night?
I should have studied, but I was too tired.
What does the man say he did last night? Number 19.
Do you think Gloria will come with us?
I understand she hasn't gone to a movie in years.
What does the woman say about Gloria? Number 20.
What happened to Harvey today?
His face turned bright red when the teacher asked him a question.
What does the woman say about Harvey? Number 21.
What's in that bag over there?
I bought some apples, peaches, pears, and grapes.
What is the woman talking about? Number 22.
Where did Joe and Nancy go for their honeymoon?
They were going to go to Puerto Rico, but they couldn't afford it, so they went to St. Augustine instead for 1 week.
What does the man say about the couple's honeymoon? Number 23.
Did you know that the hot dog did not originate in the United States, but in Germany?
Yes, and they've even had something similar to it in Finland. It's made out of reindeer meat.
Which of the following is not true about the hot dog? Number 24.
You ought to take it easy for a few days.
I have no time to spare.
What problem does the man have? Number 25.
Stacy had a disagreement with her boss yesterday, didn't she?
She says she is leaving her job for good.
What does the man say about Stacy? Number 26.
Did John stop at the store?
No, he had some money, but not enough to buy groceries.
What does the woman say about John? Number 27.
I can't believe there were no empty seats at the rally.
They expected 80 people, but twice that many showed up.
How many people does the woman say attended the rally? Number 28.
Are we doing anything today?
We were supposed to meet Fred and Mary at the movies, but we're broke.
What does the man mean? Number 29.
A lot of people play golf here in the United States.
Yes, although the game originated in Scotland, it's more popular here than anywhere else.
What did the speaker say about golf? Number 30.
When was the last time you saw them?
It's been 30 years.
What does the man mean? Part B, Directions. In Part B, you will hear longer conversations. After each conversation, you will be asked some questions. The conversations and questions will be spoken just one time. They will not be written out for you, so you will have to listen carefully in order to understand and remember what the speaker says. When you hear a question, read the 4 possible answers in your test book and decide which one would be the best answer to the question you have heard. Then on your answer sheet, find the number of the problem and fill in the space that corresponds to the letter of the answer you have chosen. Questions 31 through 34 are based on the following conversation.
Did you see that TV program last night about the skydiver whose parachutes didn't open after he had jumped from his plane?
No, I didn't. Did he die?
No. It's really unbelievable how he could have survived such a free fall, much less lived to tell about it on television.
What happened?
Neither of his chutes opened as he plummeted to the ground. When they found him, they thought he was dead. Doctors said he'd never walk again, but he proved them wrong.
How long was he recuperating?
He spent 18 months in the hospital while his broken bones were mending. He was no sooner discharged than he jumped out of a plane again.
Gee, some people sure do crazy things.
Number 31. Why was the man in the hospital? Number 32. Where did the interview take place? Number 33. What caused the man's accident? Number 34. What did the man do soon after he was released from the hospital? Questions 35 through 38 are based on the following conversation.
Alan, you've been so busy lately that we don't see you anymore.
I've been trying to finish this research project so that I can present my findings at the annual conference in July.
But that's 2 months away. You've still got lots of time.
Not really. You see, I've finished all the research and I've just about organized all my notes, but it will take me almost 2 months to type them.
I can type up your paper in less than 2 weeks.
Number 35. What does the woman offer to do for the man? Number 36. Why does the man need to finish the paper? Number 37. According to the conversation, what month is it now? Number 38. What stage of completing the project has the man reached? Part C, Directions. In Part C, you will hear several talks. After each talk, you will be asked some questions. The talks and questions will be spoken just one time. They will not be written out for you, so you will have to listen carefully in order to understand and remember what the speaker says. When you hear a question, read the 4 possible answers in your test book and decide which one would be the best answer to the question you have heard. Then on your answer sheet, find the number of the problem and fill in the space that corresponds to the letter of the answer you have chosen. Questions 39 through 41 are based on the following talk in a history class.
Nathaniel Bacon was a man determined to protect his property against Indian raids. He encouraged other Piedmont farmers to do likewise. After Governor William Berkeley of Virginia had refused to help them, Bacon and his friends banded together and destroyed a group of attackers in April of 1676. Governor Berkeley declared them traitors, and they assembled a group of some 500 people and marched on Jamestown, the capital, to insist on the governor's assistance. Berkeley later ordered them all arrested. Because of this, the farmers burned Jamestown and took control of the government. The governor fled. The fight, which was known as Bacon's Rebellion, lasted almost a year. Bacon contracted malaria and died in October of 1676, leaving the farmers at the mercy of Governor Berkeley. 23 men were hanged at his request. King Charles II was very much upset by the governor's treatment of the farmers and forced him out of office.
Number 39. Which of the following is not true? Number 40. Approximately how long were Bacon and the farmers able to fight off the governor? Number 41. How did Nathaniel Bacon die? Questions 42 through 46 are based on the following talk about Mount Rushmore.
Towering over the Black Hills of South Dakota at 6,000 feet above sea level can be seen the majestic and lifelike figures of 4 of America's greatest presidents. Goodson Borglum spent 14 years carving these gargantuan busts in Mount Rushmore as a lasting tribute to American leadership. In 1927, Borglum began this monumental task when he was 60 years old, attiring for their retirement, and not for a lengthy project. Upon Borglum's death, his son continued the project until the funding ran out. Of the four presidents, George Washington's bust is the most prominent, looking as serious as we tend to think of him. Behind him is Thomas Jefferson, who bears a friendlier visage. Teddy Roosevelt is tucked off into the corner next to the last of the four, Abraham Lincoln, whose bust is the least complete. It is unbelievable that such a monumental masterpiece should sit in a now quiet area, once the scene of deadly battles between the Sioux Indians and the white man.
Number 42. Why was work on Mount Rushmore finally discontinued? Number 43. Which of the following presidents is not represented in this magnificent sculpture? Number 44. How old was Gutzon Borglum when he died? Number 45. How can the figures of Mount Rushmore best be described? Number 46. Which of the following is not true? Questions 47 through 50 are based on the following talk about crude oil.
What you see below you is crude oil. Crude oil is the source of all petroleum products: gasoline, fuel oil, jet fuel, asphalt, lubricants, and chemicals. The modern world cannot exist without the energy derived from petroleum products for industrial operations as well as transportation. These products are burned to produce energy or used as lubricants to reduce friction. Many years ago, crude oil could be found close to the surface, and it would ooze from the ground without a recovery operation. That supply was very limited. Today, oil wells must be drilled to depths of hundreds and even thousands of feet. Generally, crude oil must be pumped to the surface. Crude oils are classified into two types determined by the percentage of sulfur they contain. Sweet crude oil has less than 1% sulfur, while sour crude has greater than 1% sulfur content. Crude oil is a mixture of many complex organic compounds. Though the chemical elements involved are mostly carbon and hydrogen with traces of sulfur, nitrogen, and oxygen, the complicated structures of these organic chemicals create a multitude of different compounds.
Number 47. Where did this talk most probably take place? Number 48. What is crude oil? Number 49. How are crude oils classified? Number 50. What does sour crude oil refer to?